Hey guys, today we're going to do the upper and lower ball joints on this 2005 Ford F-150. If this video is helpful, can you smash that thumbs up button and comment below? Really helps out a lot. First thing we're going to do, elevate the vehicle, take off your rim and tire. We're going to take off the brake caliper here and bracket. So we're going to take out this bolt here and this bolt right here. Okay, when you get your caliper off, set it off to the side safely, like set it on a jack stand or something. And then take off this rotor. Set that off to the side. And then the next thing we're going to do is unhook our tie rod right here. So take this pin out and take this nut most of the way off and then tap it down with a hammer. Try to pop it out. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about here. Don't unscrew your nut all the way so that when you hit this with a hammer, you don't mushroom the end of your tie rod bolt here out. And then you just tap it out like this with the nut on there so you don't ruin the threads or anything. In order to get this out from the knuckle here, I had to jack this up a little bit. Being that I only have one side here and the two wheels are not even here, just jacked this up a little bit and then slid this out. All right, now we are gonna break this nut loose and take it off, not all the way off, but loosen it quite a ways down here. So you've got like half inch of space. All right, so this is what you wanna do. Just loosen the nut down to here so it's still attached. Then tap this and it'll pop out like that. If you have some heat, that helps things out a lot. All right, next we're gonna take the nut off from the lower ball joint here. So bend these wires out, pull the pin, and then take that nut off. All right, the last thing we gotta do to get this hub off is take out this nut right here. And then we are going to take out these bolts that are holding in the 4x4 vacuum assist here. Unhook your ABS sensor and take your vacuum line that attaches right here, take that off. All right, so now that we've got all those out, we're gonna just leave this nut slightly on there. We're gonna take this one all the way off and we're gonna very carefully pull this out and remove the CV axle here. Being very careful with this part here because this is a vacuum that locks your hubs here. So you want to make sure you're very careful with the seal and everything when you're taking it out and when you're putting it back in. All right, now we've got our hub off. We're going to take out this grease zerk here. And we're also going to get this snap ring right here. You can see there's the end of the snap rings right there. Stick your snap ring pliers in there, pop the snap ring out. We will probably pound it with a hammer a little bit to shock it. And then we'll put the ball joint press on here and pop it out. All right, so what I've got going on, I cut the end of the ball joint off. I've got the empty tube right here with this pushing down, so we're squeezing the ball joint down and out like that. All right, when you get that flat, I put an old nut in here so it can keep pushing down. All right, we got our old one out. Now press your new one in. I'm gonna have a link in the description below where you can get new lower ball joints and upper ball joints. Maybe in a ball joint press if you want to buy one of those. They'll be linked in the description below to some Amazon links. I was actually able to tap this up in there with the hammer, just little taps like that. I was able to tap it all the way up there, and I'll be able to get my snap ring on. So put your snap ring back on and pull this out and put your grease zerk in there. Maybe pump it with a couple pumps of grease. All right. Now for the upper strut mount, or ball joint here, control arm assembly, we need to drop the strut. So we're going to take out this nut, and there's another one back here. That one right there. So once you take those nuts out, the strut will be able to drop down. You can lower your jack down here, and it'll lower that down. And then we're gonna take out this nut and this nut, and we'll take those bolts. Those will slide in, and we can put our new control arm in. So I ended up taking the whole strut right out, which means you gotta take the bolt out that's down here. So now you can take these two bolts out here. So you take that nut off and this nut off, and then those bolts will slide right out, and you can just slide that control arm out, slide your new one in, and start putting things back together. Alrighty, I'm getting things put back together here. I hope this video is helpful to you. If it was, smash that thumbs up button and comment below. Remember, you can check out those Amazon links in the description below if you'd like. If you make a purchase on Amazon, regardless of whether or not it was the product I linked or not, I make a small commission and help support the channel. With that, good luck to you guys, and have a good one.